Huntingburg police make 2 arrests in separate domestic disputes over the weekend. Huntingburg Mayor Denny Spenner joins us for a unique rendition of Monday with the Mayor, and sports with Kurt Gooksell. Those stories and much more are up next here on 18 WJTS News. Hello, I'm Bradford Raths. In your news at this hour, Huntingburg police made a pair of arrests in 2 separate cases of battery in the last couple of days. Early Saturday morning, police were called to an apartment on 17th Street just before 3:15 a.m. in reference to a domestic dispute. There, police arrested 28-year-old Ashley DuPont of Huntingburg for battering 28-year-old Corey Brown of Huntingburg. She faces a Class D felony charge of domestic battery in the presence of children. Then early this morning, just after midnight, police were called to another domestic dispute in the 300 block of First Avenue. There, police arrested 34-year-old Vianna Volts of Huntingburg for battering 34-year-old Nathaniel McNabb. She also faces a Class D felony charge of domestic battery in the presence of children. Both DuPont and Vols were lodged in the DuBois County Security Center. During her keynote speech at the Huntingburg Chamber of Commerce's annual luncheon on Friday, Indiana Lieutenant Governor Sue Ellspermann outlined several ideas and goals to move Indiana forward. Among these were the passing of a balanced budget and creating jobs. Ellspermann says Indiana is in a better position than most states financially, and the pending budget should be promising for Hoosier residents.
All Hoosiers should be excited that we see growth in the budget. You know, the estimates that we were using in December are even more conservative than what we see now in April. Looks like we should have about $290 million more of projected tax increase revenue, which gives us the ability to fund all the priorities, education, roads, our children's services, but also to have the possibility of having an income tax cut as a part of that mix. So that's pretty exciting for Hoosiers.
Also during her speech, Ellspermann highlighted the need to create jobs across the state. She pointed out that Indiana is currently below its peak employment, which was set back around 2000. She says it's the goal of the current state administration to take Hoosier employment to new heights.
We have said from the beginning that it is all about jobs these 4 years, that we've been through a tough economic time as Hoosiers in a country, and we want to bring back great job creation. And we've done all the things in the last 8 years to make Indiana more business friendly. As we move forward, we want to continue that great momentum and try to reach peak employment. Indiana's peak employment was in about 2000. We're about 150,000 jobs short of that now, and that's our goal, is to have the highest employment ever in the state of Indiana.
You can watch Sue Ellspermann's speech at the Huntingburg Chamber Luncheon in its entirety here on 18 WJTS following this newscast. On Saturday, Kid City USA's new Jasper location wrapped up its 3-day-long grand opening celebration. The ribbon cutting for the Jasper Kid City USA, which is co-owned by Cindy Nicholson and her daughter Jenny Martindale, took place this past Thursday. The new center is located in the building that once housed Jasper Bakery and Norm's Market on Truman Road. Nicholson says the community has been very receptive to the new center since the celebration began on Thursday.
Fabulous. It has been fabulous. We had great turnout Thursday evening already with the bad weather and all the winds and everything. We could not believe how many people came through. And last night, we've had great reception so far. Very pleased.
The new center features several playrooms, a sand room, and an outdoor bounce house. Martindale says this Kid City location will be different from other daycare centers.
We are actually very excited to have a facility like the one that we do have. It is more of like a school base. We are going to have curriculum every single day. We also offer, the daycare from 6 weeks all the way up to 12 years. But it is school based. They're going to follow curriculum every single day, and it's going to be great.
Martindale says the center's teachers will have degrees and will be credentialed to teach. She is also thankful for all of the help from family and others that went into opening the new facility.
We also want to give a big thanks to all of our family and friends who have helped us out along the way with construction and with doing everything, setting up classrooms, and we just want to thank everyone.
For more information, you can contact the center at the phone number and email address listed on your screen. The weather was a little chilly on Saturday, but throw together some beer, wine, and jazz music, along with 800 or 900 people, and you get the Huntingburg Garden Gate Jazz, Art, Wine, and Craft Beer Festival. The second annual festival was held Saturday just off of 4th Street in Huntingburg. The community showed up in full force with family and friends to set up lawn chairs or a warm blanket on the lawn to enjoy some smooth jazz, and also had the opportunity to sample a wide variety of wine and beer. Several booths were set up adjacent to the stage where local talent could show off paintings and other art. An assortment of jazz performers took the stage during Garden Gate weekend, including Slammer Jazz, Poco Loco, and the Jasper High School Jazz Ensemble. However, the day belonged to Jasper native Wade Baker and his jazz collaboration. Baker, a trumpet player and guitarist, says he's excited to see his home county embrace jazz and the type of culture that it brings.
It's really awesome actually to get to come back. I get to play here last year as well for the inaugural festival, and it's really great getting to see Du Bois County really expanding their cultural horizons and having a lot of new art and entertainment and craft beer and wine. All of that stuff breeds culture, which I think is really important that this area of the country starts experiencing different cultures.
Baker says he has a couple of projects in the works. These include a blues CD and a new jazz CD. He also just recorded a live CD and DVD at Andy's Jazz Club this past weekend in Chicago that is set to be released in 2 or 3 months. The Jazz and Wine Festival was a great success in its second year, not only for the community that showed up to enjoy live music, wine, and art, but also for businesses along 4th Street. Huntingburg Chamber of Commerce Executive Director Nick Stevens says he's received a lot of positive feedback and plans to keep up this newly founded Huntingburg tradition.
We've seen a big upswing in the businesses on 4th Street and what they've got out of it, so we're really looking forward to it, and it's just been amazing. You know, you look around at the crowds throughout today, everybody's came up and said, hey, great job, keep on doing this, and keep on inviting us back, so that's what we're going to do.
Stevens says this event couldn't have happened without the help of Du Bois County Tourism and the Du Bois County Community Foundation. The Patoka Valley AIDS Community Action Group, in conjunction with Vincennes University Jasper campus, held its fundraising AIDS walk on the VUJC campus on Saturday morning. Awards were given out for the groups and individuals who raised the most money, and also for groups who had the most walkers. Patoka Valley AIDS Community Action Group President Don Jones says events like the AIDS Walk are very important to the group in order for the group to further its work.
We basically live on donations. We're a total volunteer organization. We get limited funding from an organization, a state agency known as Step Up that gets some CDC funds and state health department funds, but all those things have been cut back drastically, and most of our operating costs are, dependent upon donations.
The Student Government Association and Campus Activities Board finished in first place for the most money raised by a group, as well as having the most walkers in the event. Pi Theta Kappa was the runner-up in both categories. Individuals who raised the most money were Don Jones in first, followed by Teresa Singer in second and Crystal Crosby in third. Proceeds raised from this event go to the Patoka Valley AIDS Community Action Group, which is based in Jasper. Coming up after the break, Denny Spinner joins us for a unique Monday with the Mayor, more rain and another cool down ahead in your local forecast, sports with Kurt Gooksell, and Inform featuring Melissa Baxter and Barb Matthijs with Habitat for Humanity. That's all coming up next here on 18 WJTS News. Local people watching local people.